people, we keep on moving forward. Keep on guiding. Freedom for my people. Freedom for my nation. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Freedom for my people. We are going on. No going back. We have to be forward. Nothing free to stop us. My people demand freedom. Should be the cry. You ask for your rights. I'm taking it now. We don't do this anymore. We don't carry this challenges from that door. Free me, I can do my thing. Freedom for my people. Freedom for my nation. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Freedom for my people. No. We don't feel for the struggle. So many people don't gather for the struggle. It's hard time to get our right. Oh, we have found our freedom. We can never stop. Biafra is the spirit. Let me see the hope we fly. Freedom for my people. Freedom for my nation. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Freedom for my people. Freedom is a praise. It's time to break loose from the chains. It's time for our freedom. Cause we can never let them negotiate our freedom. Hundreds of years is gone. No Messiah came for the black man. Told us that Jesus died for the black man still suffer. The truth we say, Africa will rise at the right time. And the time we're waiting for is right now. No one can hold the truth for a long time. So stay away. The sun is risen from the east. And the Messiah you wait is right here. And no one is gonna try to stop that. I can hear a great call for justice. Let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Song of salvation. Freedom. Let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Free Nnamdi Kanu. for self-determination is the separatists and the terrorists. When they jail a black freedom fighter, they jailing African freedom. Don't I have rights to my self-determination? Is that a crime? Oh no. Don't I have rights to live? Don't I have rights to express myself? Don't I have rights to speak? Can't I complain if I'm marginalized? There's genocide in the land that nobody can care about. Even when I try to speak, my voice is muted every time. Like a slave in my land, I can't take it anymore. I hope the world is listening to my plight. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom, let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, free Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, the song of salvation. Freedom, let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom, free Nnamdi Kanu. From the eastern side.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My name is Mazi Alozie. Today is August the 16th, 2021. Greetings to all of you, both from Biafra and all over the world. We welcome you. As usual, we have some announcements to make, and after those announcements, we deal with some issues around us. You are listening to yesterday's DOS broadcast. And you have the reasons. We will get to that. And things are developing to the point that we're now beginning to know who we are. We're now beginning to understand the issues we are facing and who is who. Biafrans are very strong, and they are getting to that path. So we'll put everything together. You see, let me get it this way. People like to say things. People like to assume things, how they wish things will be, but they're not that way. Your wish is something else, and the fact is a different thing altogether. So that is why we have a structure. That is why we have a structure.
It has always been all about the struggle in Nigeria. Always a struggle for this and a struggle for that. The most of all is the struggle for freedom. In 1929, a group of Biafran women stood up to say no to taxation on women. It was a battle fought and won. A woman never fails in any fight against oppression and evil. The blood of our ancestral mothers still flows in the veins and arteries of our mothers today. This time, it is no longer just our women, but it is all about our children, sons and daughters, and our husbands. Today, the Biafra women is standing without fear and with every ounce of determination to say no to the continuous genocide against the Biafrans in Biafra land and in Nigeria at large. The world must no longer turn a deaf ear to the long-lasting wickedness against the indigenous people of Biafra under the aid of the Nigeria government. No freedom of speech, no freedom of leadership. We do not have freedom of movement, and even there is no freedom of religion. All we are saying is free Biafra now. Free Mazi Nnamdi now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, because the entire women of Biafra worldwide stands with Mazi Nnamdi. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra Women Worldwide is organizing a mega rally in London, UK on the 29th of September to 1st of October 2021. Comprising all the Biafra women from different countries and continents of the world. From America, from Australia, from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, Antarctica, and so on. All roads must lead to London, UK. Come one, come all. For there is no distance on earth that is comparable to walk the life of our children and husbands. And for this cause, we the Biafra women shall come together from different parts of the world to London, UK, and to march to 10 Downing Street and to Trafalgar Square, to BBC, to Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and more we shall continue to march, and then march to the World Warehouse and meet our demand for freedom and the immediate release of our most loving leader, Mazi Nnamdi. We are the great women of Biafra. On our march, the battle shall end, and Biafra shall be free. Courtesy, Biafra Women Mega Rally 2021 Committee. This information is reaching you from the table of the all-state media worldwide under the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi.
Yes, there's one of the announcements, and we'll take up some more and then get to the news. It is our duty to let the world know that we can no longer surrender ourselves for decimation. We can no longer act like scattered sheep with no harder. We can no longer ignore unnecessary killings. Those things must not continue. We must be very resolute. We have our ESN, They have to be funded. Always put them on standby. They are not a fighting force. They are a force that purges the forest of the rapists and the killers, regardless of their origin. If you fail to live where every other person is living and then you decide to be in the forest to commit crime against humanity, ESN is for you. And if you fight against ESN trying to purge those that are causing mayhem, then you are part and parcel of the criminals, regardless who they are and where they come from. Therefore, the New York Ipob is raising fund for ESN. And that will take place August the 28th. And the time will be 3 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And it will be an online event. The Zoom information and ID is 891 8175 7386. The passcode is 102624. The chief host is Lover Kobondo, and the chief launcher is Blessing Ijoma, and master of ceremony is Master Michael Abrakwe. Media head is Ike Peters, and then you have the anchor Simon Ekpa and Beatrice Okezie. The bank is a bank of, JP Morgan Bank. That's where the account takes place, and it's IPOB New York, USA Inc. is the account name, and the account number is 719-599-539, and the routing number is 021-000021. If you want information, you contact Chibuz Obai, and his number is 516-232-1100, or you call Blessing Ijama Arukwe 716-200-2765. I don't know if I'm missing any other announcement when it comes to fundraising. I think there's one more. There are so many things here. As if I miss you, just remind me. I'll start putting them in one spot. Yeah, the information comes so fast that you can be scrolling up and down. What you saw in one, the next thing is 15 and 20 around it. So that's the nature of things I'm dealing with. I know there's announcement with the ladies which came with the one I said, so they have compiled it. So I think that's what I think I'm missing. If there's any other one, Bridget, you inbox me and let me know. Let me get your attention here. You had the DOS yesterday, and today in Biafra land, Biafrans are speaking unanimously. They are speaking in one voice. This is the nature of Biafrans. That diehard attitude is beginning to show. And no one to blame. I will tell you why. Listen to this incident. Listen to the incident.
Yes. This is Okija. This is Nkwo popular known as Nkwo Market. And as you can see, everywhere in the market is sealed down, and they did not obey what happened last Monday, but they tried to do it today by their own very self. And as you can see, the securities are inside the market, and they blocked everywhere that nobody could penetrate or enter in or go out.
That is leading you to the incident. You see, we do the needful. People are very much conscious and cautious about what is happening around them. That means they are waking up. Now they know they are mapped out for elimination, for wipeout. So when the politicians come to lie, to deceive you, ask them, who are they working for? Ask them, what is their intention? What exactly are they doing to Biafrans? Why would they prefer the Fulanis to eliminate their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, their daughters? It's just because of money and political title? Ask them that question. As you are showing your dissatisfaction for the extraordinary rendition meted out against our leader, show same to the politicians. Why? The Okija market, no violence. We say sit at home. We say, okay, hold on. Let's see what is happening. Let's see who is giving orders. Let's make sure we are not disobeying Onyendu. What happened? The same behavior, the same attitude they have for Biafrans. And they are telling you you are one. They are telling you no secession. They are telling you you can't be free. This is why they are telling you you cannot be free. Listen.
Yeah, that's why now. I just about one mother. No. Now me just return a motor. Look for him, babu. Never him make nothing. Look for him, babu. Be a motor. Aga. Yeah, I know who go.
The soldiers came down with their vehicle and decided to shoot an innocent young boy, a young man going about his business. What did that man do? Nothing. They shot and killed him. I remind you again, this nonsense cannot happen in the north. They dare not, the soldiers themselves dare not just arbitrarily stop and shoot at somebody. Their vehicles will be burned, and the soldiers burned as well. But do you see the difference? In Biafra land, they have weakened us so much that with impunity, they can take somebody out and go about their business. Did you hear Bazu comment? Did you hear Ugwani comment? Did you hear Akpabio comment? Did you hear Wike comment? Did you hear Albiano comment? Did you hear? None of them will open their mouth. This is why the Fulanis have the impunity to do what they're doing. And then to our youths, to those young men that are the targets, as you have made your mind, your will to survive will soon kick in, just like it's kicking in the sit-at-home order. Those soldiers came out from somewhere. They have commanders. question the commanders. Those in place, those that assume responsibility, those that say they are who and he is he, and the honorables, they must demand an explanation why a soldier or soldiers will arbitrarily shoot at somebody and keep on going. That means your life is worthless. And this is what they are coming down to do, and they are doing it with impunity. Those people responsible, Okezikbas must, before mayhem continues, he must investigate and ask why and who shot that man. If you cannot, then you are irresponsible as well. And this is why we call on you, governors, to change your behavior. Your ineptness, your inability to hold those soldiers accountable contributes to the situation on the ground, the insecurity. Are you going to raise money to compensate the family? Are you going to raise billions to take care of the parents of this man? You don't know who he is. He could be an engineer, he could be a doctor, he could be a school principal. This might be a breadwinner. Even regardless of his status, does he deserve to die? And this is why when people sit at home, they are telling you, we are fed up. We are not living. So they must die fighting than die not fighting. Now, do you see why? Do you see why they are holding Ali Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because he galvanized your strength. He told you to stand for yourself. He told them, leave us, set us free, and let's go away. People, brethren, friends, foes, is that a crime? Is that a crime to call for your freedom? The policies there, conquer the South. And the history is too long. Let me put it down this way. You are a saboteur. So what? You are a saboteur based on what? Are you a saboteur that you're sabotaging what? Sabotaging your identity? Are you working against the IPOB because you have something in place which you don't have? And nobody can say they have, because all those making noise are collaborators of your oppressors to undo you, to finish you. Black people have continued to be slaves, and they will continue to remain the same. Do you know? You have forgotten. Let me open the eyes of some of you. Do you know that in the 20s, during the era of Azikiwe, up till the 70s, for those of you that came in late 70s and then early 80s, even those in the early 80s, were they not asking you? Did you not hear them ask you, where is your tail? You're a monkey. They did not ask you, Why do you guys live on trees? Did they not ask you, how come you all are fighting in the bushes with the tigers and the lions and the cheetahs, as if you're not a human being? Common sense will tell you that they have no respect for you. They have no regard for you. If you can come from Africa, regardless the path, and come to its environment to study, I will not ask you that question. Because if you are in the bushes, not going to school, why will you have the common sense? Why will you have the knowledge to come to America, to come to London, to come to Europe, to come to Germany to study and still beat some of them? But that is not what they're asking you. They want to see your tail. Because what's embedded in their brain is that you are not a human being, you are an animal, you are a monkey. And most of us brush it aside. Instead of educating our people, when we go home, we act as if here is a place of milk and honey. We generate quest to run away. Why? Because those that are supposed to make the condition, let me use the word palatable, to induce you to stay, stare, and make you run away. If you are a saboteur, what are you sabotaging? Your identity? To offend who? You are offending yourself. You are offending your own children, generation to come. And when they lose their identity, you are nothing. That is the end of your history. Go and ask the Aborigines. Go and ask the Papua New Guineans. You will see. You will see. My goodness. You are a saboteur. What are you sabotaging? That the person leading you is not suitable, but he has led you to where you are today. The world is hearing about you. Are you angry because it's not from your family? Even if he is, can you do what he is doing? Ask yourself a question. There are 4 of you in the family. You don't have the same gift. You cannot achieve the same goal. The gifts are not equal. Of all the 4, 1 might be a doctor, which you can never be, which you have no dream of becoming. And when he said, doctor, why are you angry that he's a doctor? That has passed the mind of a saboteur. Now, what makes you a saboteur is when you go to impede his medical expertise. You are sabotaging. You are making him not achieve that which is destined to be. Maybe most of you don't know the meaning of what you're doing. And then why are you doing it? That young man that was shot today, it could be you. It could have been your son. But you are playing the role of a spoiler. And you are glamorizing your activities. The man in detention is the man that was extraordinary renditioned. Renditions to the fact that it is against the international law. Are the international bodies applying the same force on the culprit, on the offender, to give cause, reason why they did what they did? No. I don't think they are going to. They will pretend as if, but they are not. because they are working for them. Destabilization, the third world. You are the third world. And no African country can escape from the third world. And the Caribbeans are banana republic. This is the way they brand you. And if you have all these loads levied on you, why are you a saboteur? Why are you working against the progress of your people? Because you want to be honorable. A thief calling himself honorable. A killer calling himself honorable. Slave traders calling themselves honorable. Women traffickers calling themselves honorable. You pimp your women to the Fulanis so that you can be honorable. I wonder what makes you honorable. See what happened in Afghanistan. Most of you don't know the story. Part of the Cold War is still going on. So if you like, be a saboteur. Keep on sabotaging until you will be extinct. Continue. Afghanistan was controlled by Russia. It has Russia's presence. And America said no. They must be free. And they went in. And they have a link to Iraq. So if they get Afghanistan, then they'll get Iraq, and then they'll get Syria, all this, and then America control Afghan. They drove the Taliban. Taliban become a household name. And Russia withdrew from Afghanistan. And America took over. You hear about Air Force Base. That's where they are. Today they withdrew. Taliban has taken over Kabul again. And then they have won. If Taliban is loyal to Russia, Russia moves right back. They told the world never to see peace. Libya gone, never to see peace. Sudan, no peace. Anywhere in the third world, no peace. And you that have an idea of what is happening, they are paying you to kill your brother. Something the Taliban will not do. You have Boko Haram. They have a mission. They have objective. And they are carrying it out with you being the victim. And they have just shown you what they are up to. Today they shot somebody and kept on going. If you have people, that vehicle will not move an inch. That vehicle will not move an inch. We are good at sorrowing. And anywhere this happens, this is what you hear. This is what our people say. Are you getting it? Your response, your reaction will determine if this kind of unwarranted killing will continue. They have been doing it, and they continue to do it. And this is why Biafrans say, no, we are sitting home. Leave our leader alone, release him. They have expressed their annoyance. Have you seen any of the BBC Bo service going there to tell the world, since they are very good at seeing what Onyendu did, they are going to see what IPOB did. Oh, ESN, oh yeah, we are there first. Let's see ESN. Oh, go, yeah, sit at home. Did you see BBC Igbo service there? No. Did you see the Igwe? No. Did you see the Ohanese? No. Did you see the Eze? No. Did you see the thief? No. I'm not talking about the governor and the reps. But they are the ones telling you get ready for 2023. And you will continue to live and go through this agonizing lifestyle. When is it going to end? We must be free. Nobody will hand you your freedom. You will struggle and fight for freedom. Therefore, if you like, continue to derail the movement. The stronger ones will take over. And shame on you if for any reason you can be exposed or arrested or pinpointed with proof that you are working against the movement. Are you working against the movement that you want to be Boko Haram? You want ISIS to take over your land, which they have done in Lake Chad and the Sahel region. And now they are in your village. They are in your town. Picking you one by one. And you are saying one Nigeria. It is the most foolish chant I have ever heard. That's what somebody wrote. And I read it, say Yorubas and Igbos are the most foolish people in Africa. And I think it's dawning on them, and it's written by a Yoruba. Because they have now understood, they are very, very clear. They are very, very informed. They are very, very inundated with the truth. And they dare not waste this opportunity. Then how come the buying and sellers of Ndibo are still not understanding what is happening? They are still busy. Some people are still busy talking about money. He said that the Igbos and Yorubas are busy going to colleges, going to secondary school, going to primary school, going to Antakara. Just like that, they continue and continue until they wind up in universities. Then they will run and go to Europe, and go to Asia, and go to America, and go to Brazil. As they go, the Fulani is filling with strategy. Let them go and speak the grammar. Let them go and be the doctor. And when when they come back, we will rule over them. Today, that same notion, that same principle we have is still destroying us. He is a miscreant. Why will I listen to him? I am an engineer. I am a doctor. I am a professor. And somebody that happened to be down to earth to see what is happening is telling you, who is not down to earth, that this is what is happening, and you are calling him a useless man. Get out of my face. We are in denial. The hatred, very, very real. It is not going to end. In Britain, and a British reporter, this happened in 1956, can extract the feelings of the Fulanis against the Igbos. Why can't we? Why can't we learn?
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I'd almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there are, there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
I'm speechless. Is this not happening as we speak? We are all over the world. Most of us are holding top positions outside our fatherland, but they are there, occupying our fatherland. That opportunity denied us in our fatherland is the opportunity others are giving to us. Then why can't you, knowing your gift, why can't you, knowing your strength, why can't you, knowing who you are, do the needful, do that which can secure you. Do that which can make you who you are. Do that which will create brighter future for your children and generation to come, of which you saw that whatever they did, whatever Bello and his people did, was a way to create permanent lifestyle for the Fulanis at your expense. That is what you are going through. Therefore, if you are a saboteur, I wish you luck. That rain beating us will eventually beat you. That foul smell we are smelling will eventually get to your nose. And let us pray that you will be the only Igbo person left. And then the world will question you. How come you are the only Igbo person left? How you will tell them, oh, I was the one that sold them to the Fulanis. And let's see how proud your children will be. Go ahead, continue to sabotage. Go ahead, continue to sell your ancestors, disgrace your ancestors. Those that preserve the forest for you. Those that forbid you to enter the forest anyhow, because that's where life is. Today, you have no respect for the forest. You even bring the Chinese to cut down trees that have been there 500 years, 700 years. As we speak, your climate is changing due to gross deforestation. Why am I mentioning this? Your ostentatious lifestyle to be the only person that can build a house in a 3 square mile area. At what cost? Deforestation. Go to Google, type the zoo, then type your state, then type your town, and take a bird's eye view. No more trees. How does it concern what we're saying? When you sabotage, you need money. Why do you need money? To deforest your area. And then you are going to die, whether you like it or not. Because once the climate changes, as it's changing, our temperature used to be cool. In the 70s, it's no longer like that. The temperature is rising to the 80s and 90s. Desertification is coming. Why? You are sabotaging so that you can have money to claim as much land as you can, and even steal the one your poor neighbor has. And it will continue to happen. Greed comes at a cost. And this is where it's going to land us. And we might not even be there. Those 3-mile radius mansion site will be taken over by the moose. You're still eating cow. Let's open the phone line. +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Continue. Continue. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, we're waiting for you.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Master, God bless you, sir.
God bless you too.
Okay, sir. Sir, would you like me to give information of what is happening in my area?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I remain Pastor T.C. Nwale from Ebonyi, Biafra land. In Ebonyi State, today's sit down. Today, it seems all the shops were closed in Abakaliki and Ebonyi. Motor park are closed. There were no buses, no transport buses, mechanic village where you can get pass in Ebonyi State. They were locked with keys. International market was rather opened, but nobody is there. And other markets around Ebonyi, almost all were closed with lock-up and keys. All the security locked the places. Filling stations were closed. Only few, very, very few ones. All banks closed. Skeletal people, just very few people are walking on the road. And workers did not go to work. This part they trade from the governor. The only people we see their presence, just very few people are KKs and Okadas. So that is the situation here in Ebonyi. Shalom Israel. I'm here to do the needful as Onyendu directed us to do. And today I'm going to pray and start with Psalm 78. And I start Psalm 78. My teaching, and pay attention to what I say. I am going to use wise sayings and explain mysteries from the past. Unknown things that our fathers told us. We will not keep them from our children. We will tell the next generation about the Lord's power and his great deeds and the wonderful things he has done. He gave laws to the people of Israel and commandments to the descendants of Jacob. He instructed our ancestors to teach his laws to their children so that the next generation might learn them and in turn should tell their children. In this way they also would put their trust in God and not forget what he has done, but always obey his commandments. They would not be like their ancestors, a rebellious and disobedient people whose trust in God was never firm and who did not remain faithful to him. The Ephraimites, armed with bows and arrows, ran away on the day of battle. They did not keep their covenant with God. They refused to obey his law. They forgot what he had done, the miracles they had seen him perform. While their ancestors watched, God performed miracles in their plain of Zion in the land of Egypt. divided the sea and took them through it, and made the waters stand like walls. By day he led them with a cloud, and all night long with the light of a fire. He split rocks open in the desert, and he gave them water from the depth. He caused a stream to come out of the rock and made water flow like a river. But they continued to sin against God, and in the desert they rebelled against the Most High. They deliberately put God to the test by demanding the food they wanted. They spoke against God and said, "Can God supply food in the desert? It is true that he struck the rock and water flowed out in the torrent, but can he also provide us with bread and give his people meat?" And so the Lord was angry when he had them. He attacked his people with fire, and his anger against them grew because they had no faith in him and did not believe that he would save them. But he spoke to the sky above and commanded its doors to open. He gave them grain from heaven by sending down manna for them to eat. So they ate the food of angels, and God gave them all they wanted. He also caused the wind to blow, and by his power he stirred up the south wind, and to his people he set down bed as many as the grains of sand on the shore. They fell in the middle of the camp around the tent, so the people ate and they were satisfied. God gave them what they wanted, but they had not yet satisfied their cravings, and they were still eating when God became angry with them and killed their strongest men. But killed their strongest men, the best young men of Israel. In spite of all this, the people kept sinning. In spite of all his miracles, they did not trust him. So he ended their days like a brick, and their lives with sudden disaster. Whenever he killed some of them, the rest would turn to him. They would repent and pray earnestly to him. They remembered that God was their protector, that the Almighty came to their aid, but their words were all lies. Nothing. They are not loyal to him. They were not faithful to their covenant with him, but God was merciful to his people. He forgave their sins and did not destroy them. Many times, but God was merciful to his people. He forgave their sins and did not destroy them. Many times he held back his anger and restrained his fury. He remembered that they were only moral beings, like a wind that blew by and is gone. How often they rebelled against him in the desert. How many times they made him sad again and again. They put God to the test, and they brought pain to the holy God of Israel. They forgot his great power, and the day when he saved them from their enemies and performed his mighty acts and miracles in the plain of Zion, in the land of Egypt, he turned the rivers into blood, and the Egyptians had no water to drink. He sent flies among them that tormented them, and frogs that ruined their land, sent locusts to eat their crops and to destroy their field. He killed their grapevine with hail, and their fig trees with forests. He killed the cattle with hail, and their flock with lightning, caused them great disastress by pouring out his anger and fierce wrath, which came as messenger of death. He did not restrain his anger or spare their lives, but killed them with a blow. He killed the firstborn sons of all the families of Egypt. Then he led his people out like a shepherd and guided them through the desert. He led them safely, and they were not afraid, but the sea came rolling over their enemies. He brought them to his holy land, to the mountains which he himself conquered. He drove out the inhabitants as his people advanced. He divided their land among the tribes of Israel, and he gave their homes to his people. But they rebelled against Almighty God and put him to the test. They did not obey his commandment, but were rebellious and disloyal like their fathers, or liable as a brute arrow. They angered him with their hidden places of worship, and with their idols they made him furious. God was angry when he saw it, so he rejected his people completely. He abandoned his tent in Shiloh, the home where he had lived among us. He allowed our enemies to capture the covenant box, the symbol of his power and the glory. He was angry with his own people and let them be killed by their enemies. Young men were killed in war, and the young women had no one to marry. Priests died by violence, and the widows were not allowed to move. At last the Lord woke up as though from sleep. From sleep, he was like a strong man excited by wind, by wine. He drove his enemies back in lasting and shameful defeat. He rejected the descendant of Joseph. He did not select the tribe of Ephraim. Indeed, he chose the tribe of Judea, the Mount Zion, which he dearly loves. There he built his temple like his home in heaven. He made it seem like the earth itself, secure for all time. He chose his servant Nnamdi Kanu, took him from the pastures where he looked after his flock, and he made him the king of Israel, the shepherd of the people of Biafra, of God. Nnamdi Kanu took care of them with unselfish devotion and led them with skill. In the name of Chukwuemeka Alozie, oh Lord, we are praying and we are asking, Lord, for mercy upon our people, upon Biafrans, upon the Onion, upon the ESN, upon every principal officers that are assisting to ensure that restoration of Biafra is done. Lord, we are asking for those disobedient ones, those who are sabotaging the struggle of this Biafra, those that are killing us, those that are killing our children, killing our fathers and mothers, those that are rebelling against Biafra, those that are creating security to kill our innocent souls, our children that didn't know anything. Lord, we are asking that you will deal with them one by one. Lord, we are asking, oh Lord, those saboteurs, oh Father, arrest and disgrace them wherever they are. In all the southeast, our brothers and sisters who are sabotaging this struggle, our brothers and sisters who are derailing this struggle, oh Lord, don't have mercy on them. Begin to withdraw mercy from them. Begin to deal with them one by one, because it is our right. It is our right to ask for self-determination. It is not a sin. Oh Lord, because we are doing the right thing, begin, oh Lord, to make a way for us. Begin to make a way for all the principal officers, all the pastors that are praying, all the principal officers that are ensuring that this struggle is materialized. Lord, begin to make a way for them. Don't allow the saboteurs to scatter us. Don't allow the saboteurs to derail us. Oh Lord our God, you answer us in the days of trouble. Answer us today. For those that are disobeying this struggle, oh God, begin to disgrace them one by one. In the name of Chukwuemeka Alozie, we pray. He said, thank you, Mazi. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. You hear the report. You hear the way people respond to things, and all is for us. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Alozie. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka, and I'm calling from Aba.
Welcome.
It will be a thing of joy to me personally because there is no Radio Biafra in Aba now, but I'm calling from Aba. Radio Biafra is not on in Aba. Just not less than 5 seconds ago, where I was listening to a broadcast through satellite, they take the light. Now the television and the every machine is off. But I want to say one thing concerning what is happening in Biafra land. Hey, it will be unfortunate that our people will die out of ignorance. Today, we are alive, but we are not alive because our enemies have steal everything that the Creator has blessed us with. They have painted us white and black, which is not what we are. Every Biafran knows that we are not interested in committing any crime, but the enemy have come with their commitment, with the every evil. But so-called politicians is hiding them to kill us and destroy us. We are in this Biafra land. It's unfortunate. Let Chukwuemeka come and rescue us. Because even without to sit at home, our people are sitting at home. We are waiting for the freedom of Biafra. Thank you very much. Let Biafra come so that our people will have peace. That is the only thing we have today. Mazi Nnamdi, nothing will ever happen to him because Chukwuemeka is with him. Nothing shall happen to him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll comment on that later on. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Alozie, they hear me, sir.
They hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mazi Alozie, no best. Oh, sir, make I keep my radio. Our radio need the talk. Make I keep my. Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, Jishike, oh. Mazi Alozie, Emma, uche mmadụ uche Chineke. Mazi Alozie, akwa ịhụna ihe mere taa. And ndị na-akụkụ broadcast ga na-agbagbu mmadụ na arịa. And Mazi Alozie says, if not before, that motor no go come out here. Mazi Alozie no be so. Mazi Alozie make I talk and make the whole world hear am. They no go deceive us. You see, that don't think you gave us command, yes, and we are disciplined. We listen to it. But every information we want to give us, we wait there now. We they enter our head. We don't say Fulani want to take our land. And the United Nations, no one make we there for our land. But they won't use their law to take our land. But they see their threat. But they take up. All of them go from United Nations. Some take our leader, we no do anything. Our leader will say, we be there for us, then we there for our land. Mazi Alozie not worker. And they can tell us, say, hey, we tell us, Mazi Alozie, Maggie should no longer call us a so, Mazi Alozie, I feel really bad. All of us say that every week, now all of us say, we go die hard now, Mazi Alozie, get them back. Therefore, all over the world. Make on a take on a beat. Like that, make on a no just panic. Every person, you are here, We go bring our money, fortify our ESM, but we wait there for our hand. But I see that's the way happens for that. It not gonna happen again. You saw this soldier. That close where they were. That's the word that see there. They don't even know what they come for them. We don't tell them say we be Biafrans. That better they release our letter to 4 months again. But that's the thing. Ọ̀gágá ló pa láti ètùpẹ́ ọkọ̀ pé àkà lè tukọ̀ àti ọmọ àti àti pé ìdàtúpọ̀ yóò dáná àtúpọ̀ yóò kó o. Láti tí kẹ̀kẹ́ ti sí kẹ̀kẹ́ tó mẹ́sẹ̀ ìjà àwọn ẹ̀jú mọ́tẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí epo ìṣiṣẹ́ náà ń gbọ́rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́kọ́ náà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn if you don't see him, no, we want this Nigeria down. I don't know the people, they want to elections, but look at this government, you know what comes to election. We don't even know what they come for you.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. No vex. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Alozie. Good evening to you, sir. I greet you.
Good morning from here.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, beloved brothers and sisters. Friends all over the world. May the blessing of Chukwuemeka Alozie continue to be with us. Mazi, my name is Shugu and I'm calling from my location. I want to say something. I want to say we must continue to stand on the side of the truth. And that side of the truth remains the demise of the indigenous people of Biafra. Our leader, Nnamdi, Kanu, unconditionally must be free. The Zoological Republic must allow him to go. He did not do anything. Biafrans everywhere, they are not happy. Though our Directorate of State gave us instruction that we are up to follow. But the people are not happy, Mazi. Let me give you what is happening here in Enugu. There is a very scatter of that is information that we are getting here. I am not live there, but I saw it running away. The reason is because if they will give you a report of what is happening in Anambra, Imo, Aba, the report you will hear is that people refuse to come out. But the people came out in Enugu briefly. Not that everybody came out. People came out in Enugu, but not in that max. Some people came out and opened up their shop. So people that doesn't love what they are doing to us, what is happening to us for so many years, and this man that is speaking and standing on our behalf are being detained. We don't know his whereabouts. We're not hearing from him. We want to know what is going on. We want our leader to be released. That is the reason why people are not happy. So we continue to demand for the unconditional release of our leader. If they want peace, if you want to make peace, you must make that peace to the end. We are saying this because this is exactly what we need. That man, nothing can happen to him. We will not be happy to see him feel any pain. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is the way it is. We are resolute and we will continue to remain same. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, I'm calling from the zoo. My name is Kelechi. Mazi, good afternoon.
Good morning from here.
Thank you, Mazi. Yesterday night, honestly, I tried to get in because I wanted to ask some questions, but no problem. Some people asked some of the questions that was on my mind. But this afternoon, Mazi, before I say one thing that is in my mind, I want to first of all appreciate somebody in Enugu. There is one man that was interviewed by BBC Igbo. That man is selling, what do you call it, cabbage, this salad things in Enugu main market. God will bless that man. Man, I don't know if you have listened to that man interview by BBC Igbo. God will bless that man. Even though he's not a multi-millionaire, but according to him, he said one day will not make him poor. If you listen to that man, Mazi, you will pray more prayer for him. This, our people, what you just see today, Mazi, some people say that people are disobeying DOS on her. No, our people are not disobeying anybody because the people the people lost their leader for over 2 months now, and they are telling stories. People are giving us all manner of story here and there. What you just see today is that the people, and I think our leaders, the leaders of IPOB, will learn from this because, there's one thing Nigeria used to do. You in Nigerian government, the citizens will be telling them, this is what we want. This is what we want. The citizens, I remember one certain time, once a Senate president said they do not want to implement one particular thing because they don't want the people to think that we are listening to them, that they were listening to us. So sometimes the Nigerian government, they hear the cry of the people, they don't want to implement it so that the people will not think that they are listening. So I want the leadership of the IPOB to learn from that, because the people now is telling the whole world that you see that Monday is not even enough. We want you to extend this sitting at home. Why is he still in the DSS? Why is he still in the DSS? What is he still doing in DSS? So our leadership will look into it and immediately, because the people want to shut down. Because we cannot protect here now. We cannot carry flag and come out. If you wear bangles, anything written Biafra, you will be arrested. They will not even take you to police station. They will shut you down and throw you one corner. We cannot come out to protest. We cannot even assemble for our meeting. The only thing we can do now is this: what our people have done today. You see that, like BBC or what do you call all the stupid medias in the zoo, they are not going to say that they force anybody today to sit at home. Even people who are in the main market, asking people, why are you not opening your shop? They say they don't want to open now by force. So our leadership should know that the people that they are leading are speaking in their mind. Indeed, if we need to go back to our leader, let somebody go back to him and tell him that the people say no, they want to sit at home until you come out of the prison. That is what people are saying, and they let our leadership act on it immediately, because God Rossi. Because how can it be only our lawyer will be seeing that man, our leader, in the detention? What is wrong if me, Kelechi, today decide to see our leader? What is wrong if the DSS should allow me to see and to confirm through that man they keep in DSS is our leader? Why must it be only 2 people seeing him? Why?
Kelechi,
What is he still doing there?
Kelechi, round up. We don't have all day. Round up.
You had 31 lawyers to defend the criminal, 31 lawyers to defend the Abakari who is going from house to house, burning places. 31 lawyers. Our people, we are okay. We are doing this country we want to go. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Call your name and where you're calling from.
And God bless you. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka. I am POB here in United States of America. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King George of Ipob. Mazi, thank you again, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, Mazi, I want to tell you that the Biafra has spoken. There is no two ways about it. The Biafra are the one that will determine their fate. We, who are the leaders of the POB, we must listen to the Biafra. Mazi, I was meant to understand. On hold was because of misrepresentation. One, the ESN do not have anything to do with our agitation. The ESN are supposed to be in the bush. The ESN, because the lie they told is that the ESN, we are informed to come outside on the streets. And no, ESN, since ESN was formed so that they can be in our bush and then be able just to chase out the Fulanis in our bush. The ESN are not meant to come and operate on the streets. The ESN is in the bush doing what they're supposed to do. So ESN is not coming out for anything of the protection and this protest that we are doing. What I am saying is that there are some people that have chosen it upon themselves. They don't want to sit down until their leader is released. That is what it is. And I would like to talk to the lawyers. That is the attorney of, go back to him and tell him that the people have refused. That they have to be, sit at home every Monday so that until they release him. Because this is the only way you can show your grievances to the whole world that you are in control of your destiny. That it is not the government don't have anything, the politicians do not have anything to say about us. So I am urging our leaders, the DOS, to come out and then make a statement regarding to this. Because now that our people are out, and then now that our people voluntarily come out and say that they're going to observe that sit at home, then definitely it is going to be a voluntary thing that the people have decided that they're going to do. And it is what the people decide to do that will matter. Therefore, it is not in the hand of any individual, but it is in the hand of the collective people that have gone through genocide. And this is what it is. And this is what they have decided that they're going to do. And this is what we must do. Then we are going to observe this sit at home. And then we are going to beg our leader, please also help us so that we can show the whole world our plight. And this is the only way all these news media can carry out what is going on. Having said this, I want to come out again just to tell our people that we are winning this in every front. Even here in the United States, we are winning so much because there is a pressure now on the White House and Joe Biden and the State Department. We have put pressure on them in the many forms, and this pressure that we put on them is going to make them just to revisit, their relationship with Nigeria, of which, from all indication, they are showing interest in Nigeria and what is going on in Nigeria. So, why am I saying this? I am saying it because Nigeria have been able to commit a lot of atrocities. The nation, that is the kidnapping of our Onyendu is one, because these guys, they always break the law. And not only kidnapping our Onyendu, the killing and the genocide they've been committing in Biafra land by throwing bombs, in the streets of Biafra when there's no war. They claim that there's no war, but they want to allow. They have killed a lot of people. They have thrown bombs everywhere. So because of that now, there is a lawsuit that is going on that we are just against all these people, so that they can revisit their relationship with Nigeria. I am urging our people, please, what we have to do is that we have to do our own part. We in the United States are doing everything that we can do. We have taxed ourselves in every way or form so that we can just carry on what we are doing here. And then I'm asking everybody that is every part of the world, you are a Biafran, you have known what you are going through. You must surely, by any means, no matter how little it is very painful. You have to donate in any way or form. If not for any other thing, you have to donate for our media. And this media is the transmitter, because we have to put this transmitter every part of Nigeria so that our people will be listening. Even the Amajiri will listen to it. So anything you can do, please keep your hand in your pocket. And while you are here, it is not only for that transmitter, then for the lawsuits that we have lawsuits in 3 places. We have one that is against Kenya. We have one against the State Department in the United States. We have another one against the United Kingdom for everything that they have done against our Onyendu. So we are going to pay the lawyers, and I want our people, no matter how it is, you always have the spirit of giving. You go to church, you give willingly. So I am begging you, any way or any form that you can get together and then raise some fund and contribute, because it is for your safety that we are doing this. Your self-preservation, the genocide committed against you. This is a seed that you are sowing for the emancipation of your rights. This is what you are doing for the sake of your children. Please do anything that you can do to donate to this. And this is why I am calling upon you. And if you are in the United States and you want to make a donation to this, because we are willing, Only God in heaven knows we are willing. Biafra is here already. So what have you contributed to the Biafra? Go to our website, and that our website is www.ipob in www.ipob.usa.org. www.ipob.usa.org. We are in autopilot. Nigeria is crashing every day. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Emma. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mazi.
Yeah, we are listening. Go ahead. Are you hearing me? Emma, are you hearing me? Go ahead. We are listening to you.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Mazi, I'm not hearing you.
I don't know why, but I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? Emma, are you hearing me?
No, Mazi.
I think your line is bad. Yeah, that line is bad. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Yeah, I think you have an internet issue. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning from here. Are you hearing me? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Emma, can you hear me? Well, you have an internet issue.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning from here.
Mazi, am I calling out live?
Yes, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, the audio you played about the Hausa man being interviewed by the white man, I don't think that this message has gotten to Omai and the whole others. If that message has gotten to them, they should think twice. But Mazi, sorry to say this, my own idea and the information I'm getting, you might not like it, but I will say it. Last week we said something about the governor trying to lobby the market chairman and the PG. And after exposing that attempt to fail. Now you can understand that since the issue of lockdown came up, the governors have not made any statement, they have not said anything. So there is a new information coming up now, and we are trying to investigate and deep inside it. Now we heard that the DSS threatened the Ejiofor, and they told the Ejiofor that if this lockdown is not cancelled, that he will not have access to go and see the person that they claimed is Mazi Nnamdi. And I'm using this opportunity to call on the DSS. So that they will not lose their glory. Mazi, echefukwala egwu ọsara ebe ọkụ lekwa na agụ anyị apụrụzi afọ agụ ka DSS afọ imegide ihe a lose their glory. There is an information that the DSS threatened the Ejiofor that if they lock down, if they don't cancel the lockdown, that he will not be allowed to come and see Mazi Nnamdi. And he is the only person that they have allowed us to believe in, which we don't want to believe. The Ejiofor and the DAOS should sit up and know what they are doing. None of us have seen Mazi Nnamdi. They covered a face of somebody and brought him to court. And they also covered the person's face and they whisked him out of the courtroom. Nobody saw Mazi Nnamdi. Nobody has ever had a statement of Mazi Nnamdi. He says, you're for sure of what he is saying because the life of thousands of people, including my aged grandmother, is at stake. If a Ejiofor is not sure of what he is saying, a Ejiofor should be sure. Because we are having an information right now. The information is coming. I will take the clip to you. Where DSS threatened the Ejiofor that if this lockdown is not cancelled, that he will not allow to come in again. And we are not even sure that Mazi Nnamdi is the one that they are coming to see. Believe you me, that's the information. So I'm asking the DSS, the DOS, I'm telling the DOS now that they should make sure that this at home continues because the people have told them their mind today. The people have expressed their feelings and their mind today. I spoke with so many people in Ebonyi State, in Abakaliki today, they were on lockdown. People that are supposed to come to Abakaliki refuse to come from the rural area because of the lockdown. People are listening to DOS now. Let it not be that DOS will lose this glory, and by the time they will ask the people to sit at home, nobody will agree to sit at home again. Let it be true that the Ejiofor is seeing Mazi Nnamdi, because between now and tomorrow, I will give you the update. The person that is giving me this information is a very inside person in DSS. That the Ejiofor was threatened that if this lockdown...
Why will you come and say that somebody from this is giving you information?
I'm sure of the information I'm getting.
It's not what I asked you. I said, why will you come on the air and say it?
Why I will come on air to say it?
Yes, that wasn't proper. It's an information given to you, you should keep it to yourself. All you can say that from inside information, that's fine. But zeroing into where it's coming from is not wise, okay?
Thank you for that.
All right.
But then, that is you follow what he's doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, Mazi.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead, make it quick.
Okay. Yes, I'm friends of Biafrans, lover of freedom. Good evening from here, Biafra land. Good afternoon. My name still remains Mazi Chukwuemeka. I'm calling from my location. Mazi, I want to thank you for the good work that you are doing for the Biafrans people for coming on air, enlightening our people on what is going on. Very happy. It's very educative to so many of our people. Mazi, I thank our leader so much because he has been in a decade. We haven't have such leader like him. We thank our leader so much for and what he is doing for the Biafrans. Even though he is in the hand of the that, we thank all the principal officers across the world in Biafra land here, those that are working seriously. And I thank everybody, all IPOB members across the whole, move this very struggle forward. Mazi, I also thank for what they are doing as well, because they say in good and bad we should glorify God. And in this very struggle, I believe that whatever thing that happened for a reason. Mazi, yes, of a truth, the sit at home was cancelled, and it was cancelled by the DOS. None of the IPOB members knows when this very played up, and this come up to call it off, that letting everybody know, letting the whole world know that we love Nnamdi Kanu so much, and that we cannot keep mute, we cannot keep silent. So a lot of people have been planning on one or two things to do to shock the zoo called Nigeria. Not until they sit at home. Protest was declared. With what I am seeing to retreats on this very sit at home places, from calls, phone calls, and what I am saying is for the DOS to look into it and also do something urgently before it gets out of hand, because the people are ready. People are really prepared, because it has been long to know that we are the people of Biafra, and now to add this view. I have somebody around me here who is going to add one or two things to the whole world to also know. Thank you, Mazi, from here.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Hello, Shalom Biafra all over the world. Mazi, my name remains Mazi Obinna Chinkatakoma. I'm calling from my location. Let me be specific here. Everybody, those who are following international news, saw what happened in Afghanistan. How the Taliban are taking over the territories and all the rest of them. We cannot wait for the Fulanese to take over our land before we do something. And I know that there are other security agents. Yes, when I say security, men who are ready to defend Biafra land, who are even stronger than what they have now. At least I'm expecting the hierarchy of this struggle to make sure that both from the security to, because this thing that is happening now, by the time we launch one or two or three security, the zoo will know that we are serious, because Nnamdi Kanu once told us that anytime we find him and we didn't see him, that he should burn Nigeria. He didn't say he should protest himself. He said burn Nigeria. So this is time to burn Nigeria, and we have not seen Nnamdi Kanu. Honestly, we have not seen him. We are only hearing he said, not even a video, not even nothing. So this is time to burn Nigeria, and here we are. All gallant men are ready to do this work to make sure that our father's land are saved. But we don't want anything that somebody maybe in a spirit. If you are going to do something, just somebody encouragement. That is why I urge every Biafran to get united now, because if we fail now, we have failed forever. Our generation can never forgive us. So that is what I can say for now. Let the DOS, the Indonesian, make sure that every security outfit is working now, so that we will get this Fulanese away and recover whatever thing they are stealing from us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your opinion. Thank you.
Yes, Mazi. Yes, shortly as I summarize, thank you so much, Mazi, for the chance you have given to us to air our view. And Biafrans, we continue to remain strong, and we are not retreating, and we are not going back. Thank you, Mazi, from here. God bless you, sir.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +14847670848 +14847670848. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Okay, let's continue. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Okay, Mazi, good evening from Warsaw, Poland. I remember Mazi Chukwuemeka, and I heard from Omaka, all the province of Biafra land. Mazi, every other protocol is duly observed. I just called for one or two things. Yeah, Mazi, number one thing I want to say here, I don't want this language to sink into our people's ear. Because I can see people are start calling, saying autopilot, autopilot. Do they know the meaning of autopilot? Autopilot means there is no leadership now in IPOB. Why should our people use that language? Let us ignore that language for now, please. We cannot be. This is Taki and the Fulani to use. As they start talking it now, it will sink into our people. Why are they saying autopilot, autopilot? Man, outside that, one of Onyendu's quote has come to play again about Kabul. Onyendu says it right and clear, one of his quotes, that if the Taliban, Afghanistan, people that are one culture, one religion, that they could be run over. What happened to this useless country called Zul, that has diverse religion, ethnicity, and what culture and everything? That's why I come to pass again. And finally, please, I called here. If we could recall back, we are students of this university, 2017, when this Buhari died in London, buried in Saudi Arabia, Onyendu said it. And what was the Fulanis use? The Takia. They went and molded, how many of them we have now? More than 16 or 17 different Buharis. Now, I want to zero it down right here now. Mazi, let us make it 1 minute interactive. Mazi, what of by tomorrow, as these people are denying Biafrans, only the lawyer have to say to our leader. And DOS has said, give us a proof of life. The proof of life, does it mean that whoever that is going to say Onyendu cannot take picture with our leader and show Biafran? Or is it a crime again in that country for people to take picture? Or by tomorrow they are delaying, what by end of tomorrow they go to UK and fabricate whatever and bring it to court. I think I come to court, and then somebody come and say, I don't want to Biafra again. In as much as they can bring Onyendu there, cover him, cover his face. We are not the same culture. Why must they close that his face? Let them tell us that our leader is alive or is dead. We have to know this. This is why our people are angry all over the world. It's just every day now, man. It looks as if people are being deceived now. You can see what has happened in Biafra land today. Show you that this land belongs to Biafra and Biafra have taken their destiny as simple as short. So if by the stage of whosoever is going to see Onyendu, let them take picture, new picture with Onyendu, and show all that picture and present us on video. It's not a crime to take a picture. So they don't go and fabricate nonsense with the London. In as much as London, the British have a hand with the Kenya in the rendition of our leader. Anything is possible, like it or not.
I don't want to talk about the slave food because many things are unfolding and many things will continue to unfold. But we are watching closely, very, very closely. We have to let certain things let the way it is for now. But let the needful be done now. Let them show up to our life. Video of picture with our leader, whichever is going to think. Why must we be restricted to one person? Anything can have. This is not way out.
Thank you.
I have to leave it. I remember okay for next. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Dr. Alozie, good evening from here.
Good morning.
Mazi, they hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all around the world. Pastor Jack on the line. I just want to make my contribution short and brief. Sorry, I've just said it all. What happened today has shown that our people are no longer happy. Our people just want only one solution. And you know what it means. Our people are prepared. You can see that in them today. Even though we have said the lockdown has been lifted, suspended for now. Our people see him. Unless they see him come out, but they are not suspended. Newspaper from their side that they should suspend, they should not hold it at all. They should also listen and know and go at the way they did their meeting. They should also go back and tell themselves that if one of Biafra refuse to listen until we see our leader. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of Biafra. It's not single individual, it's the leader of Biafra. Just like Oscar said. Every message you are giving, in fact, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu put all those structure in place, we know what to do. So we never let any other thing aside this thing. Now take Kulaban yes, I've really shown us that if we do not give them what they want, they will take what they want by themselves. Let me just leave it here. Thank you, Mazi Alozie.
Thank you. You had your radio on. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead. Your line is gone. Your line is gone. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Sorry. Yeah, Mazi. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you very much. What I want to say right now is that some certain unguided statement that most of the callers are using in this very platform should be properly scrutinized. Because many of them say that they can already. If they leave that very legal team for you, can you be able to do you know what that man is passing through? How many times the Nigerian government attempts to kill him? And some of his works right now are not appreciated by some few people just because of certain reasons. And these are the man that fought for our leader last time and released him. And he promised you that you bring him out right now. He has lost a lot of things, including our leader. People should be guided on what we are doing in this very place. Our leader was apprehended in Kenya. And some certain offices that are supposed to come out to tell us what happened, they don't do anything. We all know, everybody must be here. Let everybody follow his lane. Let us follow our lane. We should be guided on what we said here. When we took to come
these very bad barristers are all suspended. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's background noise. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm gonna reevaluate this thing. I think somebody left their line open. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. With the barrister issue, people are expressing the truth. We need the proof. Telling you to take picture is not a crime. It's not an offense. We need proof that our leader is okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and what's wrong? Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hello, Madam, good evening, sir.
Good morning from here.
Madam, good evening, sir.
Welcome, go ahead.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
Hi.
Something is definitely wrong. I think people are messing with this radio. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. That's strange. Caller, your name and where you calling from. 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 Well, I don't know. Caller, your name and where you calling from. The same thing happened yesterday at the point. It became impossible to get through the calls. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Well, I don't know. Everybody must hold on tight. I'll make sure I'll make sure you're getting your calls, because I don't know why the phone the call is doing what it's doing. Don't understand. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. This is live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. So, with what I was saying before, nobody's against the picture for anything. What we are saying is, let them make sure they are not playing with us. We want to know that our leader is okay. That's not a crime. By saying we want to know that he's okay. If he's taking pictures, that's fine. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. That's wonderful. Nothing.
Mazi, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Mazi.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mazi. I want to contribute to something. My name is David. I'm calling you from my own location. If you can hear me, I understand you are having a lot of challenges with your line. But I think I will continue if you are hearing me. My own contribution is this, Mazi. Mazi, let us say the truth. Let us call a spade and not a working material. A spade is a spade. That is the name of that working material. And what is that truth? That truth is this. We must have to see the face of Nnamdi Kanu. We must have to hear his voice. We must have to see somebody. We must have to see a live evidence. Man, it is very ridiculous. It is very childish for a whole country to cover the face of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and they hide him and they sneak him inside the court. Have you noticed what is happening here, Mazi Alozie? That they horribly took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the court. They also horribly sneak him out of the court directly to their DSS, according to them. Mazi, this is not acceptable. Mazi, Biafrans need to hear the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, Biafrans need to see a proof of life in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This proof of life has not been proven, has not been seen. Barrister Ejiofor, no matter your help and your kind assistance to IPOB and to Biafrans, we need a proof of life. We have not been convinced. There is no proof of life in our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Show us proof of life. Show us that you are going to the DSS to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Snap a picture with him, with your fellow DSS people, all of them there. Show us proof of life.
Mazi, he's doing what he's supposed to do. And if you need something, like you say, you need a picture with, he need to take a picture with our leader, that's fine. At least he has the idea of what our people need. That's the way it is.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Let me give other people time to talk. But one more thing is.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi. Good evening here, Mazi.
Go ahead.
Mazi, thank you, Mazi. My name is Mazi Alamoka, calling from Zoo. My location Zoo. Mazi, like this is almost the whole life scholars. I believe all of them. Mazi, I tell you, my name is Mazi Alamoka, my day Abuja. Yes, they know. I don't want to make they say against our leader. Our leader don't talk, don't pass to. They say, don't pass up. Because if you are our leader, they are alive. Make no. I don't want to video. You get coordinators everywhere for the whole country here. They know even if this about it, I don't feel take our somebody go there to see for the face to face. Make them not do us. Look and see, because I not trust this. I not like last caller. Get to one call. These people they try to kill our leader. They our leader. Our leader. They inside prison. They prison. They don't succeed. It's the that they release our leader. You go to me. They release our leader. They still go to your house to try kill about to harm 80 people, people with a fowl and a chicken and dog. Now those people they get opportunity to arrest our leader again. They won't play politics. Nobody know whether this is our leader their life. Oh, this is our politics. I don't want to play this. I don't need play this politics. Nigeria they play. Our leader in education. Only like Agaram school. Can yemu whatever one done. Only too much. Undem go na actually manyo. Undem go actually man. Look at the move. Tomorrow sort everything down and like government. Can tomorrow lawyer planning, tomorrow when you get planning, but I do not show you that in that could have been I do not sure no one not do country that Bujeba. Upon yes, I would have some barista. Yet somebody, women one, Jeba and therefore a leader. Mazi, you want a woman, Mazi, want a woman, you want a woman, sit at home and Kutara. Everybody sit at home. Somebody after saying no, but the money they call. I thank God for Biafra land today. I thank God for Biafra land. My brother, you can let Chukwuemeka Biafra land today. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okay, sit here and you governors. Nobody talk. Nobody talk. You can make a keep quiet. Who's quiet? Mazi, let's go to everybody.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, hello, Mazi.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Tiki and I'm calling from New Jersey. I'm actually listening and I'm listening to the concerns of the people. But I just wanted to check in one thing. I remember somebody, one of the, those 5 guys, they were arrested at somewhere in Abuja. One of them actually came out and made a video. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, where he said that he was with Nnamdi at the DSS dungeon. It was 5 of them, and he was sharing. He actually made mention he will give them pizza, he will give them shawarma or something like that, and then he also gave them a message for the IPOB family. And these people work with Shawara, you know. So my thing is,
you mean Shawara? You mean Shawara?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So if if we are concerned, I personally believe that he is alive. But if we are concerned, if we can get to Shawara and talk to those 5 guys that actually came out and made a video saying that they were with him until they moved them away from him because he was talking with them. So if we can reach out to Shawara and also, interview those guys so that they can tell us exactly. I'm not doubting our legal team, and I don't want us to doubt them. I don't want us to, to make them feel bad or something like that. But what I'm trying to say is, since we already have other people that spoke to that effect, that they actually stayed with him until they were moved out. So if we can reach out to Shawara and see, have an interview with those guys, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. To lawyers, they're doing marvelously very well. This is the concern of our people. They're expressing. It doesn't mean that our lawyers are lying. It doesn't mean that they are not defending our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. They are doing a fantastic job. It's simply the concern our people have. Now, our people are very, very at alert. So they don't want to be blunt-sided. So the expression they are showing is genuine. When they say, for us to be confident, Barrister Jaffa, take picture with Mazi. That's not wrong. It's something.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mazi.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
It's a good night from here in China. My name is Mazi Udumba, but right now I'm in China. I could not even understand what is happening because in our presence, we know that Buhari is dead, but till today, the zoo still present Buhari to us. Are they working another robot, or what they call it, to present to us? If, I don't know what to say. And people are telling us that Shawara saw him, some boys in the prison saw him. Is there anything in the law of the zoo that if somebody commit offense, they will not see him. They should wake up, please, because when they were building Buhari in London, the first person they showed Buhari to was the Archbishop of Canterbury. And that is fake. So we will not take it. Well, they are delaying the destruction of this country called Zoo. I'm telling you the truth. And they are playing with us, and they now try to hijack the OS. Please, the Biafrans should come to their senses, please. Those concerned who say they are our leaders, have you heard them said anything? The you hear what they say, they get a lawyer. All of them is conspiracy, please. We want to see our leader. We want to see him. We want to hear his voice. Are they trying to build his voice or to build his face? Then they will show it to Showere or our lawyer. No, the Biafrans want to see their leader. And we have shown it today because I call home. My wife told me that every place is intact, sit at home. Nobody moves everywhere. That people said that they lifted it up, they do this, but people said no. That we must see. See, let me tell our Biafrans what is going on, please. I am with this stupid idiot that rule this country. And with them for long. They are testing they are testing us to know what will be our reaction. I'm telling you the basic truth. Why they are preparing for election in Anambra State. And that is what they are planning. If it comes to court in October, they will not say till January or December. They have finished us. So what I'm saying here is that the DOS, the authority there, they should not put mouth again. If they will tell us to do something and later they will revise it without any option, we are not going to take it. And I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Let me die and see and end the whole thing. What are we talking? These people are taking us for a ride. And we are there speaking English, that they take picture. We don't need the picture. We don't need this taking picture. So many pictures have been taken before with Oyendu. If they present an old picture to us, we will say it's a new, or they present, see, so they are experts in that. Till today, they are still deceiving us that Buhari is alive. And now they want to turn it to Oyendu again. Enough is enough. All hail Biafra, please. I'm annoyed.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good morning from here.
Mazi Chukwuemeka is calling from Oka. Mazi, what I want to say over this matter is this. People are not happy. I'm not happy over what happened today. Of the truth, this sit-out was organized. If at all somebody come up on X on Friday evening, start announcing that and that sit-at home is cancelled. The SO, are they not there to countermount that word that the person come up and say unnecessary things that are not supposed to? Again, another thing that annoys me most is that they bring out our leader and cover his face. Is he a criminal? Is he a criminal? Have they ever caught him with gun or anything? Or they are keeping him, maybe they are manipulating again the way they manipulate on Buhari's phone, bringing robot for us that is Buhari. Do they want to bring another robot for us? Or maybe the fingerprint did not open the office. They said that Rat will pursue president from the office. Which of the lie they want to formulate now again? Please, if the barrister, if they didn't allow the barrister to see our leader, let him come up and tell us that he did not see it, that giving us hope, there is no hope. Or if he really see him, let him give us evidence that shows that our leader is still alive. Let all this tension come down.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you. We are beginning to head to the end of the program. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, sir. My name is Nnamdi. I'm coming from South Africa.
Welcome.
I just want to inform that there's a tweet that our barrister just tweeted about the visit that we had with our leader, and including our leader's brother, Emmanuel Kanu. So I thought it wise to put it out there so that you know.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you see what is going on? The reason I'm letting this thing air out is for people to know our mind. Biafrans will not be taken for a fool anymore. So when people express their concern, they are saying what they feel. You cannot continue to deceive them. You cannot continue to treat them like they are not human beings. And you expect them to be happy. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Austin Ezura. I'm calling from the city of Oklahoma, USA. Mazi, I can feel you this morning because you are getting it rough from our people. The emotion is so high, and I think what heightened the emotion was the reaction of our people down home, going back to sit at home when all the announcement, we have called it off and all that. It's a mixed feeling. But we also have to understand how our people feel, the pain they are feeling. It's a good thing that they did what they did today by going back to sit at home, because it's a big sign to show that we are carrying the people along. Honestly, it shows that, because sometimes we think that all this fight, all this talk, all these demonstrations, that the people, the ordinary people, they don't care or something, including the traders. Most of the time we accuse them, you are just there carrying carton, buying and selling in the morning, open your shop, close your shop. When they say this is what we are doing, that they don't care. This is to show that emphatically they are speaking that we care and we are concerned. So I'm so happy about it, even though it's a disobedient act to the DOS. But also, the DOS have work to do now, because it will take them time to, fashion out how to handle this the way it's going. So I thank God for both sides. So another thing is, I want to correct a little impression. All the people who are demanding for photographs from our leader in detention with the lawyer or with anybody who goes to visit is totally out of place. In the first place, if you know how the detention, the structure of the detention place, before you even get there, there are gates to cross. From the first gate, you are asked to drop everything. You are searched, you are scanned, your phone is dropped, your keys, everything that can, anything you are wearing, even your clothes is a suspect. Shoes are searched, like somebody, you want to board a plane and then they say remove your shoes, remove your stockings, and then someone wears a glove and goes around your body checking everything in your pocket. That's how it works. So even the lawyer knows that he cannot go in there with his phone, except if the rule has changed. It is even a little bit easier if the application filed by our lawyer had been heard, that He wants his client transferred to Kuje prison, where the visit will be a little, the stringency will be reduced, and then you have more people having access to him, like family members or senior members of the DOS or delegation from IPOB, and then all the 3 lawyers that are handling it. So let people be educated. That is not as easy as just go in there. Okay, it's not a picnic. It's not a carnival to go there. So you don't go there and take pictures. I'm not a police person, but I'm speaking from experience where our leader was there before. I went there in 2016, just before the fire outbreak. I went with my wife, and where we in Kuje prison, not DSS, we are talking of Kuje prison, where we dropped our phones and all that is with the army. Before we get to the police and the prison. So this has to be corrected so people don't come out and be pouring out the notion, we want to see our leader, we want to touch him and all that. Secondly, I know I want to stop now, but also remind them that the road has been, people who have passed that road are there. People thought they have given up all hope, but later they came. The man who ate the Colonel what, that shared the money with Elisa Mitu and the rest. He was there, and people even made videos that we all had the video that he is there, he's no longer there.
Thank you,
Eventually he came out.
Thank you, Mazi.
So, thank you so much, Mazi.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 0848. I think my done this. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here.
My name is Senkiru. I'm calling from Canada. Yeah, Mazi, what I want to say to Biafrans is, I don't think we have to be blaming our lawyers. You know, we are all angry. We are not happy. Our leader is still suffering. Our leader is in pain. And this cancellation of sit at home that works very well, nobody should be happy, because the agreement was to release our leader unconditionally, release all IPOB members in the prison all over Nigeria, then give us the date for referendum. None of these things has been done. All of a sudden, the cancellation of sit at home that is working very well. Again, that we will sit at home on the day of our leaders' court hearing. Then how do we go to Abuja? That's another thing. How do people go to Abuja to support our leader? So I see all these things as I can't understand. They are playing on our intelligence. Our DOS, they should have, review all these things, think about it, do all the research they need to do before cancelling this sit at home. So today, I am very happy that Biafrans has proved that what they want is the freedom of our leader and the restoration of Biafra. Nobody should be blamed for anything. Nobody should be blamed. We are bleeding. We cannot be sleeping, going to work, doing our activities while the eyes that we used to see, we can't even know. We don't know what is going on. I mean, a lot of people will not understand that most of us are dying. We are half dead. As I'm here now, I am dead. My heart is shattered. Without seeing my leader, I don't know if I will last next year. We need to know what is happening to our leader. We need to know exactly what is going on. Our leader is all we have. And this has proved that our leader is the only man we have in Biafra land. So it's very, very heartbroken. let our DOS sit up and do exactly, if it's a research, start research to the end before you give us any order. You know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold my emotion, but to be honest with you, since our leader is there, I have not been myself.
Yeah, thank you.
And things have to be done fast so that most of us will live to see Biafra. God bless you.
Yeah, bless you too.
And God bless Biafra.
Yeah. Yes, that's what DOS said. They will review. In all the midst of who said this, who said that, they are capable of doing the best, and they addressed it yesterday, and they said they are going to review. And knowing the anger of our people, they'll put all those things into consideration. And so we must all be rest assured that appropriate steps will be taken to address these issues. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Good evening, sir. Mazi Alozie.
Welcome.
I am Evangelist Susan Kumokike. I thank you for coming on air today, because this morning we have been waiting for presenters to air our views. I want to contribute to what people have already said. I accept every suggestion and everything that others have already said. Then I want to add, I am a believer in faith, but the word of God says that faith without works is dead. Even Jesus Christ, our Hashua, at a stage he took care and went into the temple and chased out Hilo. So I appeal to our DOS to give us a chance. Let them be doing their own in the office and allow us to see our leader. We want to know where he is. I have made this suggestion before in one post on Facebook, and somebody started attacking me. How can they take picture in DSS dungeon? Who is DSS? Where are they? Who mandated them to hold our leader and decide that we shall not see him? In fact, our leader has given a command. We believe in command and control, and that command, that is what we are going to obey, and that is to burn down the zoo unless they show us our leader. Period. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I thank Chukwuemeka, who is still keeping us alive today. I believe he's alive, but let nothing contrary happen to him, and the people are holding us this way. If anything contrary, DSS, DOS, we will not take it lightly with all of you. So DOS, give us chance. We are Biafrans. He is our president. Over 70 million people. We want to know where he is. Period. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate what you are doing. Chukwuemeka, keep us all in his name. You say? Thank you.
Thank you.
Remain blessed.
Thank you. We are heading to the end of this broadcast, and this is the way things are. We have to look at things very critically. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Thank you. I'm calling from my location. Mazi Alozie, just like what we keep saying, I said it yesterday night. Our people are apprehension because we cannot trust. You cannot trust our Eastern leaders, that so-called leaders. They have lost the legitimacy. What is holding them from showing the world our leader? They blindfolded him, bring him to court. As the next court sitting that they didn't bring him. Today they shot our people in Aba, and none of these governors are talking. DOS should review this thing and tell the Biafrans on what to do. The whole world have known that Biafra is. They are out to get their republic, just like what is happening in Afghanistan. The almighty American was there for 20 years, but when they leave there, the people they take their place. They should not be telling us to wait. You can't trust Nigeria. Why do they keep Abba Kyari that is killing our people in the world? And the governors are supporting them. They can't hand them over. A criminal, they don't want to hand them over to the CIA. What are we not talking about? The injustice is too much. It's too much. You can't blame our people. And they are still shooting them today and up till now. Nobody has spoken. None of these leaders have said anything. The DOS should give us, should tell people what to do. If they don't do that, our people will go out of hand. They will start killing all these politicians down here. Because that is why the Northerners are afraid of their politicians. Please, you people should beg them. Look at what is happening in Jos. They clear one village. All of them are leave only 2 buildings. But when they attack the Fulani people, the whole governors in Nigeria today condemn it that they are traveling. Where are they traveling to? Send our media team to Jos. Let them give you people first-hand information of what is happening. Please, nobody is happy. Nobody. Even the people that are not Biafrans, they are not happy with what is happening. The Yorubas are protecting their own in the new republic. Nobody knows they have killed our leader. What is stopping them from showing it to us? Please. We are begging you people that is handling this IPOB on the top leadership. We are people which very soon they will go out of hand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. It seems like you're driving.
Am I not coming out clear, sir?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Mazi Alozie, good evening, sir. From where I am residing. Mazi Chukwuemeka, I'm calling from City of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazi, thank you for the job. And I appreciate all the callers, all the Biafrans worldwide. Even yesterday, the emergency brokers you people heard yesterday night. I think all of them, the DOSs, all of them did the marvelous thing yesterday. And what I want to say right now is regarding the unfolding event that happened since Friday night broadcast from our DOS. And since that Friday, a lot of things have been happening and the people have been reacting either positively or negatively regarding the thing that is trending right now for the appearance or the calling off of sit at home. And I thank you because all the broadcasters, I know the lot of job you did yesterday, sir, and you still summon the courage because the pressure is really rising at the highest tempo since this incident took place on Friday night. But if I'm to say, or from what I'm seeing or observing from the callers, from the reactions, from all ramifications, every angles, what is playing out right now is that our people, the Biafran people, have really resolved that it is Biafra or nothing. No matter how it may sound, no matter how they will achieve it, no matter how they will work to make sure that Biafra comes. Even to the extent that the sit at home was called off on Friday, 3 days after this moment. And we are getting overwhelming evidence coming from Biafra land. Our people still adhering from the first announcement, declaration from the DOS on July 28th. That sit at home will be carried on in Biafra land until
our leader is released before it can be called off. Now, let's bring it home, sir. Sorry for, I know your time is coming to an end. It was on 26th of July, our leader, they're supposed to bring our leader to the court, but they did not bring our leader to the court. And the people were anger is rising up. And then before this current thing, the DOS fixed that say, unless now, Mazi, in as much as how they have been trying, I know it's not their fault. I know maybe the fault is not really, maybe not from our legal teams. But you can see the reaction coming out from the overwhelming about 99 or 98% of the callers since Friday to this moment requires that people should continue from the previous announcement until what made such announcement was given will adhere or was adhered to. Up to this moment, such a thing has not happened. Now I read a tweet, or I read from the statement of Barrister Jofo a few minutes ago before I made this call. And Barrister Jofo showed a picture of our leader's younger brother, Emmanuel Kanu, in his office. Two of them took a picture and now made a statement he made. But it's not, if you can see what is hovering, how our people is reacting, I don't think that serves mainly overwhelming interest of the Biafran people. So that is to say that the only thing that will make our people to calm down right now is to continue from the previous, or let them release our leader. So you can see the reaction. So if the DOS, I know serious pressure is mounted on them right now. If they don't do a very tangible thing that the people are expecting them to do right now, I think so things might get out of hand the way we are seeing it. So on a nutshell, what I'm saying right now is that, please, the hierarchy of this noble family, high command of this noble family, should sit up and give people exactly what they want to hear. And there's something the people of Biafra want to hear and want them back on.
Mazi,
if that is not being done, Mazi, there will be a total problem.
Yeah,
thank you very much for your time given to me. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are heading to the end of this program very, very fast. Very, very fast. A few more calls and that'll be it. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi Alozie. Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Well, stranger.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mazi Alozie. As a brother Chidera, calling from where I'm calling from. Let's get this message clear. That we want to prove of Mazi Nnamdi does not equal to picture or video. I did not join this struggle because of his picture and his video. I have enough of it. If anybody wants me to supply him, he should come. I will supply him picture as video. This is what we are demanding is the Nnamdi Kanu in person, not the video and the picture. People why like this? This cannot be work. Mazi Alozie. People are doing. Somebody say you're upset. Upset is understatement. The initial agreement was give us proof of life. Picture is not proof of life. Picture is not proof of life. I'm wearing this. So, if proof of life, if people will not come to yes, if whoever said that our brother not against you, yes, it's true that you cannot enter there without you being searched, without being there. But the mind, people enter the palace of Afghanistan president now. Did they enter there with people demanded it? Something happened before they can get in there. So there's no need of, we know things are not normal in the zoo, but something have to happen for somebody to get where you're supposed not to get, or where you want to get in the first place. So there is no need of saying before you get in there, people must be demanding. Those who need to change should be changed. I thought you English people say the only thing that this world let's change. So they have to change. If need be, they must bring Nnamdi Kanu out. We want to see him. Simple. If he's a ghost, they bring his ghost out. All those pictures, okay, we are talking about the tweet, the picture of, we thought Barrister have done it before, he's still doing it now. There's no question about that. But it is remain. I cannot change my father's name. So Nnamdi is Nnamdi. So what we are saying now, let Nnamdi be surfaced somewhere wherever they hide him. Because all the people only him are demanding for him. What is too difficult about that? From the first day they arrested this, I called Peters and said, is it no way we demand and said, Nnamdi Kanu, we know him by broadcasting, we know his voice, you know, that I have them beaten Nnamdi to not lost his voice. What are they doing to him secretly there? Simple as ABCD. We want to see the gadget is all over this world. Even the zoo themselves, they parade criminals most. They don't parade people up and down. And I hear one idiot call himself DP say that the reason they parade people is to give message to others. Okay, parade this one and let's see him. Parade him. What is wrong with that? You have been parading all the people you have arrested. Why do you this one now you cover his face? Who did you cover face? Who did you dress up like a masquerade to bring to us? Who want to say one Nnamdi? And I want to ask the question, if the original demand was, we want to see proof of life, we want to Nnamdi to release unconditionally, we want a referendum, none of this been achieved, not for one, all of a sudden, I'm not against you as God forbid, but the truth matter remains that the people are not happy, and it's the truth about it. My own mother in the village will be the last person to go to farm. If you go ask them what will happen, he said, when it happened in Nnamdi, how did he know who is? He have never met Nnamdi. But what Nnamdi is crying far in England is affecting her in the village. Because he knows. Now people are now saying, okay, let's cut off. What is the basic of cutting off the seat at home? Why none of those things have been answered? How is they going to take us serious tomorrow if we demand another thing? They will say, I can drop here anyway. I'm not attacking any authority, but if you put something on the table and out of 3-4 things, not single one has been selected, I said, okay, this one you're asking is too much, but we're gonna do this one. At least the people should be talking. There's people are demanding something, should come to the table. I said, okay, fine, we will do 1, 2, 3, but the other 4 is very difficult. We can. You are now trying to tell your people, say, hey, as far as we are here now, what is on table is A. The DC is difficult. Then the people will say, okay, let's manage this one. And now, when we get this one, we cannot push further. But all among the 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, none is even answered. We will drop our own. How are we are trying to stop Anambra? Are we telling me that on the 9 minutes of election of Anambra, we won't jump out? Yeah. And when you say autopilot, it can represent anything. Autopilot does not mean that we are undermining the leadership of whatever can get the people angry. We look at the answers. Did anybody went somewhere and make a meeting answer started? So it's automatically like autopilot. So if somebody listens to whatever he sees and feel like this is enough, and gather the people, whether you have POB or not, you are a Biafra. You will gather yourself around and rise up and do the needful. All of us to get out of this mess we want us for all. So it doesn't matter whatever, as long as it's in line with what the leadership wants. We are not against what we are doing.
Thank you,
if you do it in line with what we are about to do, it's fine. Second, I'm sorry, the time. These our brothers from the Riverland area and the rest of them should just tell us where they belong. You cannot be working in area. You went to wait to go and get a salary. All of us in the South, everybody sit down and they're obese over there. What is going on? Their brother in that one should tell them to do the needful. We can't continue like this. We cannot be 3% is what the idiot in Abuja signed today as the water bill of the what do you call it? A petroleum bill. The petrol bill is signing today. Are you not hearing it to give people in the river? And also in the dam in the Calabar. Are you not hearing that the bill that the one who have signed it? 3% for now. Then 30% for those in North. No oil in the North. Where the oil is 3%. Where the pipe pass is 30%. And when you set it at home, you went to market.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie. Thank you.
Thank you. Your name and where you put it.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Alozie. My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. I'm calling from my location. I want to ask Biafrans and IPOB, Is Mazi Nnamdi still alive? And I want to ask question again. Mazi Nnamdi, is he an cockroach? Mazi Nnamdi, is he a rat? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You people are going to disappoint me, but I will not. That is a prophecy. He said that the Taliban will run over to the Palestine. Today he have done. That is a prophecy. I'm not happy, but I thank Chukwuemeka for what happened today. That shows that the spirit of Biafra is in charge. It's not anybody that's in charge. Only the spirit of Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi made us to know that this is the kingdom of God on earth. What is the kingdom of God on earth? Why some people are doing? Mazi, I am very, very angry, but I'm happy partial for what happened today. I that show that indeed Chukwuemeka this Biafra is the kingdom of God on earth. How can under 2 days to go, we have the broadcast. But to show we are not against DOS, but Mazi all the very, very cheap. All the kawaii simple. It's very cheap. Okay, another election. Oh God. Everybody before. I will change I will change why. Ndị nwere iwe ọgwụ ka ga-enwe ndị Nigeria ga-egbu tọpụ afịse. In fact, I broke this struggle. It's so noble. God bless you.
God bless you too. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful program. And there is no need trying to hide what is obvious. You know, we have seen where the minds of the people are, and that their mind is on, doing the right thing. And we cannot be pretending not to know where the minds of the people are. And then everybody knows that decision to cancel that sit at home was very premature and very, very. It shows how gullible we are, because you don't. America said you negotiate from strength. You negotiate from strength. Okay, we've heard what you said, but you know what? We will continue to look at it until you accomplish what you want. Why do you have to blink first? Why do you have to blink first? Just like Odera said. What are you giving? What are you getting for giving up the demonstration? You didn't tell us. And now you are telling us that what you're telling us now is that we will wait till the court date to sit at home. In other words, you are accepting already that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a extraordinary rendition, doesn't make sense anymore. You cannot commit a crime in order to solve a crime. In the law court, because you violated that law, it will be thrown out based on technicality. So there won't be any holding of any hearing anymore. You release that man, and then you go and release him and send him back to where he came from, which is Britain, and then now you apply through the normal process to bring him back to Nigeria for extradition. You do not commit crime, and then you want to honor them by saying that we are going to sit at home on the day of the court date. In other words, you already accepted that extraordinary condition, rendition, as something that is positive. We don't want all this nonsense. People are making their mind known. The people who are sitting at home are not crying. People who are crying are people who are in diaspora. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Something that is so working so perfectly, well held by everybody, all of a sudden, boom, cut it off. You know how it felt that day, the morning of Friday, when this thing happened. It just destroyed me completely. All of a sudden, we show ourselves in a higher pedestal. Then you are caught all over, under your feet, you're back on the floor. That's exactly how the whole thing is, and that's why the reaction is the way it is. They should go back and instead this thing. I don't care. They start it and continue doing your investigation. It should be on. It's as simple as that. God bless you, Dr. Alozie.
Thank you very much, and that is in line with the DOS principle. They said they will revisit, they will re-examine the whole thing, which means they have seen the response the people are giving, and they will do the needful. It's when you know what the issue is, then you find a solution to it. That's what's taking place. The US doing what they're supposed to do. And with the lawyers, they now know the anger of the people. We have been pushed around so much, like the one that was shot dead today. And I ask you a question: where are the governors? Where are the Igwes? Where are the Ezes and the thieves? The people are fed up. And these things are happening for a purpose. The purpose is that we're no longer talking. Our people now understand the dangers facing them. As long as you're from the south, not to talk of Biafra land, as long as you are from the south, even from the middle belt, you are in danger. So any Biafran, regardless from what part of Biafra land you come from, that will be so stupid to act otherwise to save your people, you are doomed. You are doomed. They will kill you. America will not save you. Britain will not save you. Germany will not save you. Did you see what happened in Afghanistan? What did they do? They extricated their officials. They took them away and let you die. So will they when they're telling you that your population is your strength and your diversity makes you one Nigeria. Any day the Fulanis and the ISWAP will descend on you to clear you out. They will evacuate their people and leave you to be slaughtered. Whatever is left is what they will continue to preside over. So keep on selling your brother. Keep on merchanting your wives and your daughters. Keep on deceiving yourself. Those that you're bringing home for dinner will definitely give you the flesh of your children. And we will know. Our people are ready. A DOS and HOD hearing from the people, the response you're getting, I think this will give you a clear guideline as to what to expect. So your reevaluation should be done as quickly as possible. Our people are not happy, and they will never be happy. This is where I'll end today's broadcast, and I'll be on the air again tomorrow. By God's grace, God's willing, to get up with my 2 feet on the ground or on the floor, and I walk. I say thanks to Chukwuemeka Alozie. Examine who you are. Examine the role you are playing. If you think you are more important than others, think again. If you think this
and let me thank you guys and welcome you to today's program. Today is a very timely time, and this period is a very timely period to be having this program. And as